You can wear your headphones if you would like, because Michael will try to pressure you into it.
Well, I told him, I said, I saw the trick you play on people, and he said the one lady, Allison, you said?
Yeah.
Hey,
so you got the most views.
if you want the views, the headphones.
Well, I'm going to kind of, since my dad and his father had so much background, I'm going to go with
Oh, okay.
Jacobs.
Oh, I see.
Even though the Sapp Deans came from the same area of the county.
I got you. So there's some kind of an alliance being formed here.
Yeah, 100%. Okay. Now it's 2 against 1, buddy.
Game on.
Have you started the thing?
Yes.
All right. So we're going now, since he'll sneak it in there on you. You got to be careful about Sapp.
We just kind of ad lib. We're already hitting it off.
We're already going. Might as well. Why wait?
I'm glad, though, that I have somebody that'll fire back on you.
Oh, look. Yeah, this will be an adventure right here.
He likes to throw out just weird stuff all the time.
I like to stir the...
Oh, please.
Yeah.
I mean, stir it.
Yeah.
Whatever kind of concoction
You can say
that you
pot,
want.
can't you?
Oh, yeah, you can say pot. Yeah, somewhat. Depends on what reference you're saying.
Stir the pot. Okay,
not anymore. They're going after that, too, now, right?
Yeah, and I took it for sleep. Your neighbor right here behind that wall.
Oh, yeah, they had a store right here.
And I had a sleep thing. My mind runs at night.
Yeah.
I mean, all the way back in college days, I was working in Arizona for Harbor Construction Company, and I was in charge of dumping trucks properly so many feet apart. Oh. And that just drove me crazy. You know, warming up on the hill, come down there, says, you dropped that one 2 inches too short.
2 inches, really?
Well, I mean, maybe 3.
Yeah, oh, God. Yeah, that would drive you crazy. By the way, thanks for the fresco.
Oh,
can
yeah.
we say
Well,
that? Are we allowed to?
Well, hold on.
You can say the fresco.
Hold on.
Yeah, there you go. They've been saying lately on TikTok videos or something, if you show a label or something, it gets, there's something to that. They're recognizing
You're the one that's supposed to know all this stuff.
Well,
My job is to talk.
And you do good.
Were you a C-student like me?
That's giving me a lot of credit. I passed.
Do you know how I got out of Miss Tiffin's class in high school?
How?
She had some issues. She lost her son, John, in an airplane crash.
Oh, man.
And then she walked herself to death. If you remember when you were little kids, she lived up by the hospital, and she was about that big around. So to pass her class, I wrapped up I graduated when I was 17, not because I was smart. My parents were 40 when they had me.
Okay, I'm with you.
I was born September 30th. That was yesterday. October 1st.
Birthday.
Thank you.
John,
October 1st was the deadline.
Yeah.
They said, John, you're going to school at age 4.
In.
There was no talk.
Yeah. No. They sent you right in.
So sent me right in. But
I like that.
So 17 years old graduation. So I bought a little bottle of something comes out of Lynchburg, Tennessee. Put it in a brown sack.
Yep.
Sat it on our table during school.
Get out of town.
You would get thrown underneath the jail today.
This is way back in 1980.
I mean, that is... Can you imagine if you even tried to step foot nowadays? I mean,
oh, no. They'd have you before you even...
Oh, yeah. Like my partner, Brad Glenn, he had a pickup truck with guns hanging right there in the parking lot. Unlocked in the yard. I mean, I drove a 442 Oldsmobile.
Different times.
Oh, man.
Different times.
But it wasn't anything. You never thought a thing in the world about it. No. It was just, I might go hunt after today. Big deal. I mean, that's
what they do. That's what they do.
When did you graduate?
1980.
1980. Yeah. Good year. I wasn't around for it, but...
Well, y'all were glimmers in your dad's eyes at that time, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, I was not even a thought. That's okay. What year were you born?
82.
All right.
I won't even say when I was born.
Is he still wearing diapers or what?
Yeah, no, wasn't even...
I heard... I saw Coach Walker. And y'all were a couple of years apart.
He's a lot older than me.
Yeah,
a
whole lot of 3 years older.
That makes a lot of difference.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean,
don't try to downplay it.
I mean, I had to compete as an athlete as the youngest one on the.
That's right.
So ran track, played basketball. My dad played football at Howard College.
Really?
He went to Hansville,
yeah.
Which his senior year, he scored 5 touchdowns against Cullman.
Really?
Oh, really?
That's his,
Yeah. So he was a pretty good athlete.
Wow.
He had the longest punt in Legion Field history. It may still be 76 yards in the air.
Really?
In the air.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Can you punt?
No. I couldn't touch my toes in high school. You have to be limber.
I've tried to punt a football. I've actually tried
I
to
can
punt one
touch my
recently.
kneecaps when I bend over.
Kneecaps, I like
That's your
that.
limit.
I would be scared to say that I could do that at the moment. So
Oh.
But I like this format. Trent, is a lot more educated and more interesting than me. Air Force, jumping out of planes. I
Hey,
watched
he's
that
showing
last
us
night at
all
1
up.
o'clock in the morning prepping for this. Okay?
There's no, hey, look,
you realize quickly
I
there's
love
no
Trent. I love
prep.
his family. I love his, Alan and Amy. We've done Auburn trips together to Clemson. Amy, his mama, such a strong woman. She climbed that hill that we went up in high heels.
I don't to
Ask
be
Amy.
able to walk on flat ground in high heels. They
Were kind of like cloggy. They had like a good base, but still.
I trip wearing flat sole shoes. So
Me too.
what's it like when you wear your high heels?
high heels. Yeah, I've only ever borrowed yours, so I wouldn't know.
Do you have
You must have kept them because I've never seen them.
Do you have to stuff the toes?
Yeah, I guess
And
so.
are those penny loafers?
Yeah, what do you got over there?
These are my I've had
They
these
are
shoes
penny
for-
loafers.
Well, do you have pennies in them? I mean, you work at a bank.
I have silver dollars in mine.
Well, he was born with a
right.
silver spoon in his mouth.
There you go.
Wait a minute, we're supposed to be going after him, not the other way around.
Like I said, I like to stir it
I don't
up.
like this. I'm out. I'm leaving.
Yeah. Wow. It just shows your allies can change fast here.
What are those army shoes?
Adidas.
Yeah, I can read what they
You
are.
probably can't.
I've
may
got a
not know
great story
those.
about Adidas.
Do you? What's that?
So my dad, I lost my golfing buddy and fishing buddy in '97. That raised a lot of money for that bank.
Yep.
Who's that? Your dad.
My dad, Austin
Your
Dean,
dad.
had Dean Oil
Okay.
Company.
Okay.
So we were golfing. I was like 12 or 13, and I was an Alabama fan then. So I had these red and
What do you mean?
whites.
What do you mean then?
I'll tell you that. Let me finish. let me finish this one story. I got ADD, so I'm focused. Okay. So I had those kind of crushed velvet red, classic with the white stripes.
Okay.
And I was so proud of them. So I went golfing with him. We were down at the old Muni. And there was a lake named after my dad, and I'll tell you that one later. But he got in the golf cart and barely stepped on my foot. I said, "Don't step on my Adidas."
Oh, your shoes.
Yeah, and he said, "Well, stick it back in your pants then." So I get a lot of that from my dad. My wife hates it. I said, "Everybody loved my dad."
That is not where I thought that story was going.
But it was talking about the shoe.
Right. Okay.
Like Michael's wearing his
Yeah.
are kind of army green.
That's it.
My favorite part of that whole story is the crushed velvet.
Yes.
Oh, they
They don't even make that anymore.
No, I was gonna say
it's
this-
kind of like a naga hide. You just can't find a naga hide anymore.
That'd probably be worth some money today.
Or
if you
gabardine.
still had them.
I wonder if they do make crushed velvet.
Oh no, I'd like to see that.
I'm sure
Maybe
you have
only
some.
on black light posters. Maybe
There might be.
Black.
Might be.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to. I will find
right.
some crushed velvet. If nothing else, I'm gonna get a crushed
red
velvet
and white.
shirt.
Red and white.
Red and white.
No, get a jacket. Like a full
Oh
length,
yes,
like Kramer.
yes.
Full length coat.
The Kramer.
So
I'd
you
get a
were
cane too.
Yes.
Kane. That's
I
a
got
whole
one in the
get-up.
truck. Jeep.
So you were an Alabama fan. What happened?
I was 6
Seems like your alliance has changed quickly. I've already noticed. Even today.
Keep going. Get him back on mute.
I was 6'2" center for my high school team, 1980.
Okay.
17 years old. I played against a 7-footer that from Arab.
Ooh.
I had a
7-footer.
7-footer from Arab that signed with Alabama the next year.
Wow.
I had 104 temperature that night.
Oh no.
I would have to come out and they'd break open a pneumonia, thing to open my head.
Yeah.
And I fouled him out. outscored him, out-rebounded him. I got him because Coach Jimmy Hutchinson that taught me how to play ball, I boxed him out. So I'd get wide. I weighed 195 in basketball season, 175 in track season because I'd put on weight so I could push some people around legally.
Right. Of course.
So
I mean, that's a lot of weight.
But I was going to go play basketball at Sneed State, little school over in Boaz.
Oh, yeah.
And that's where my mother's family came from. And 6'2", center for my team, and I can't go left. I ain't got much.
I can't go left.
I ain't got much future in basketball, even at Sneed State.
I like that. They shut you down to the right side, you're out.
My sister, mom and dad had already booked rented an apartment for the year. And Jan, my sister Jan, roommate backed out the day they started. So mom says, "You're going to Alabama." I said, "I can't get in Alabama the day you start, especially with mine and your kind of grades, Jacob." Now Michael could have just like,
they were sending him invitations. We're banging on the door.
Look at his shirt. He still hasn't told us what that is, has he?
Well, he doesn't think that we can understand what it means.
Y'all, you know what this is.
I know what the on-off button. I saw that.
Yeah. Is there a volume button over there that I can?
Yeah, there's a volume button. You know the famous Roland TR 808. You hear about that, right? The drum machine 808s. You hear it a lot in songs.
You say that like we're supposed to know what you're saying.
I know what TR7's. A good buddy of mine drove a TR7 Triumph.
Not that.
In high school.
This is the other version, the TR 909.
A TR 909.
Shout out to Doug Akers who had one. I don't know if y'all know Doug. He did a lot of music. Probably still is. Back
you still haven't really explained what it is.
It's a drum machine.
Huh?
Yeah, drum machine.
So that plays the drums.
That's it. You program your drums. You put your bass, snare, hi hats.
As my dad would say, genuine imitation drums.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the 909 was sort of an offbeat.
You said that so confidently, like everybody would just know. They'll TR 808.
Of
that's
course.
just,
everybody comment on this thing. Raise your hand if you know what red and white Adidas Crush Velvet is compared to his shirt. Okay,
they know.
See, I was with you on the Crush Velvet. I can't get behind you on the TR whatever.
No, stay in front.
I'm real curious. That's a brand new shirt too. I can see the crease unless you iron your teeth.
Has anybody introduced me yet?
No, we don't do that on
okay.
this. That's not a part of this.
I mean, I think we have Coach Britton. We have.
Do you want to introduce?
I graduated.
You can introduce
with Coach
yourself if you want
John
to.
Dean, Goat Island Brewing, and the Wandering Goat, to where life's too short to drink bad beer.
Why do they?
You've done that a few times.
Why do they call you the Wandering Goat?
Oh, because I cover 5 states.
5 states.
This is October, but yesterday I was in this time zone 8 days.
Gosh.
Time zone 8 days.
How many states are y'all in now?
Tennessee, Nashville, Chattanooga. They just bought a new distributorship all the way to Johnson City, Tennessee. So we're going to go up there because Nashville's kind of, they bought out. We were with a craft-only distributor up there.
Yeah.
And I kid the guy that we were courting him for years, and we finally married him. Then within a year, he sold out to somebody else.
Oh, well, so he found somebody else.
Yeah. Found somebody better, And it's Ajax Turner, which is a great man, is a Budweiser, but they got all these redheaded stepchildren that they absorbed, and they cut us back from 6 to 5 to 4 to 3 to 2 to 1. I mean, our blood orange, sells itself.
Yeah.
But we're told
is that y'all's biggest?
Except that one I just dropped you in, the PGA Blonde, which is the PGA of Northwest Florida and Alabama, which proceeds go back to the PGA in the area that you're in. So they ask us to make a special beer. One of our biggest restaurants, shout out to Beauchamp's in Destin, Florida. You ever been there?
I haven't been there.
Oh, they're out of Bruton, I think. The people own it.
Really?
And Beauchamp is the name of the dog that they had. Okay. I mean, it's really cool. And they took off the 38 Blonde for that beer. And our rep down there, our distributor down there is Goldring Golf. And the Lewis Bear Budweiser came in, told Casey Cushing, the manager, said, "That's been fun. You ready to put 38 back on?" Says, "No, people buy 3 of these compared to 1 of those."
Really?
And since Easter, they've gone through 272 case equivalents of that beer.
Wow.
Goodness.
So,
Are you on the coast? A good beer?
oh yeah. Well, we were down there 3 times this first quarter of this year. We were doing events, and one time it snowed 9 inches while we were there.
Oh, you're down there when it snowed?
The big snow.
Of course.
So they started shutting down at lunchtime that day, so we couldn't see nobody. So we were standing out at Sandestin. We have a friend that has one that I made friends with somebody that had one I met at a brew fest down there. And so I grab a cooler, grab my speaker, and I walk out when there's about a ½ inch of snow on the ground. By the time I got out of there, you had to get up out of the thing to turn the knob on the hot tub again to go. and by then it was getting about 1.5 inches, and people would walk by in parkas and stuff. And I said, "Hey," the wives just like, "You crazy?" The husbands are like, "That looks like fun."
That looks like the best day ever.
I said, "You don't have to go to Colorado to sit in a hot tub in the snow."
Nice.
I can't believe that nobody ever joined you.
I ran out of beer, so
Okay, so all right. Well, maybe that's why nobody joined you. Party's over.
That's it.
I want you to go over how the whole Goat Island started, because it's just so interesting how y'all have put this together.
yeah, I mean, and people think down on alcohol sometimes, but sometimes I was an insurance agent for 26 years. My company, I won't mention any names, but they started canceling all my customers after the storm.
Tornado?
42711.
Gotcha.
That's my passcode on my phone. Everybody
Don't tell
knows
everybody
it.
that.
That's all right. That's a life-changing event, so
Okay.
easy to remember.
Understood.
So Mike Mullins, my partner, we roomed at Auburn together. I was one of his first friends. He's from Jacksonville, Florida. His grandfather managed Larkwood Club, and I lived 3 houses up from Larkwood Club. So we got to be friends then, sixth grade, and then we kind of stayed friends, and we ended up rooming at Auburn with Greg Itzen. But we didn't we didn't ever finish the Alabama thing, but we'll talk about that later. But ADD I can do.
It doesn't matter as long as we eventually do circle back around.
I love the multitasking.
Yeah. That's a Jen Psaki thing. I don't like circle back. We'll revisit. Okay.
Revisit.
Sorry.
I love this.
So what happened? Furniture place here in town collected antiques.
Yep.
Mr. V, we'll call him.
Yep. That's real obscure.
He collected antiques and stuck up in the attic of the furniture store. Tornado peeled the roof off. In the attic, so John and Anthony say their sons, one of them called me, says, "I think I found a beer recipe," which is hanging on our wall at our brewery. And it's Richter's Pilsner. And part of it's written in Old German. You open up the front cover, inside the front cover was Old German. Flip pages, inside the back cover was written in English. And what caught my eye is makes 32 gallons of good beer. Not bad beer, but good beer. And it's signed by W.F. Richter. So I got it. I carried it to Gary's house. We were already brewing at the
Gary Typemiller.
Gary Typemiller, which you're friends with.
By the way,
by the way, mention his name makes me want to go use the dungeon over here.
Why is that?
Well, his bladder is about the size of the Fresca can. Okay.
Almighty.
Shout out to Gary.
Gary, sorry,
We've all learned something about Gary today.
Which y'all have something in common too, right?
Me and Gary.
Yeah.
He's a cousin.
Okay. And we were at the Blue Moose. And then
The Blue Moose. Wow.
Blue Moose.
Yeah.
I remember it.
So that was they had a Debbie and Wendell Wood had that place.
Yep.
Debbie does TV. Wendell was the CEO, head guy at Alabama Public Television.
Yep.
She wanted a kitchen. she couldn't get any of her kids to help. One's a doctor. Dude, you ain't got
Surgeon,
time.
right? Yeah.
They put you through medical school.
You go
wait
be a
till
doctor.
You were 53 like me to do something.
Yeah.
So this was 10 years ago. So we did that, but my daughter was at Auburn, so Mr. Lombardo, that Lombardo's over here,
Yep.
Anthony's grandparents.
Yep.
Patty, and that's her nickname. They call her Patty Cake. That's not her real name. She probably even forgot what her real name is. She's been Patty for so long. But no matter if me and my wife is sitting here having an anniversary, Mr. Lombardo Russell would sit right here and talk because he liked me. I guess he felt sorry for me.
Yeah.
You said it. We didn't.
Well, y'all, that's why y'all have me on here. Give John help. So I had a cancer cut off my nose right here and had an Auburn Band-Aid on it. And Debbie Wood's grandson, Alex, which is Zach and Amy's son.
Oh, yeah.
He bumped into my leg. He looked up. He said, "Ooh, what happened to Ooh nose?" And I said, "Well, I had a bad freckle, but you got good freckles," because he had little freckles across it. And then Mr. Lombardo looks up at Debbie and says, "They're opening up a brewery." And she goes, "What?" And he goes, "We want you." And I was like, "Say it again." "We want you." One more time. Then I start telling her about Mike Mullaney and Gary Topmiller. So that's how the ball started rolling for the Blue Moose.
Okay.
So Blue Moose Days, about 9 months. People liked her beer. Nobody wanted to go in debt. We were 4 of us. Well, Gary was 67 at the time. Brad and Mike was 52. I was 51. So we started this thing, and nobody wanted to go in debt. So we decided to give up 48% of our stock.
Yeah.
So we went to Cullman's, the brain dead. What's the crap?
That's all right. Hey,
Anyway, meeting room over here by the Chamber of Commerce.
Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We were trying to help you.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Thanks.
Give me a crumb.
We're going to let you flounder for a little while.
Senior moments. My mom had Alzheimer's. I have sometimers. Okay.
Sometimes. Goodness.
So Chamber of Commerce, and it snowed that first night.
Okay.
So we had just a handful of people, and then Mr. Canada, Eddie, said, "We'll do the rest of it." And
wait a minute though. Wasn't there a step before that? I remember going down to a basement with you guys.
Well, Gary's been, back up how I met Gary. 42711 brought me Gary and brought me Richter's recipe.
Yep.
So God does weird things to closes some doors, opens up bigger ones.
Yep.
I mean, I'm
100%.
I'm 110% of that. So, and that's what we're doing this veterans thing we'll get to later. But so Gary, and I always tell this, we missed his $50,000 claim at Alpha by $10. And then he's a German, very tight. He goes, "No, it wasn't. It was like 100. Exactly.
Yeah. You just proved my point, but okay.
I just baited the field. And so he calls me after he gets his check, and he starts in on me, talking not sweet things to me.
He was upset.
Said, Gary, I'll come out there. I'll refile the claim, take a picture of what you're talking about. We'll refile it, and I'll take care of it. We get out there again. And when I go there, he starts on me again. I said, "I'm leaving this company as fast as I can." He goes, "What are you going to do?" I said, "Me and a buddy of mine, Mike's going to start a brewery."
And at this time, Gary had a lot of beer in the basement.
Well, that's what I'm getting to. So he went, "Click. You like to brew beer?" I said, "Well, I've done it twice." Twice. And that first one, we won't even go into that. We'll do this over a beer somewhere.
I take it you're not the brewmaster.
No.
Okay.
Mike had done it 8 years.
Gotcha.
So he walks me in. So he quit cussing me. He said, "Oh, well, here's my brew system." Then he walks me on into Tex Tap Room. I made him since he's an Alabama fan, I made him an orange and blue sign off a piece of metal that I rusted, like I'm telling you how to do that one, wrote Tech's Tap Room on it because his nickname's Tech.
Okay.
So, because he's very technical, wearing shirts like.
Oh, some. Yeah.
But
Very similar.
Gary's system though wasn't just like some garage.
No,
like
he engineered it. He was engineered. He worked for SCI in Huntsville, and I told this story Apache helicopter systems, and I said it Star Wars systems, and some young person like Jacob here said like Chewbacca. I said
Chewbacca is a very good Star Wars pull, but I understand what you're talking about also.
During the Reagan era.
That's it.
Okay.
So, but he takes me in there, and you know, your grandmother would have all the vegetables in this freezer that's about 6 foot long.
Yeah.
He opens it up. He's got 9 different styles of beer.
Oh, so
mainly German.
We're talking professional here.
Professional.
On tap.
Nice.
On tap.
On tap.
Old German beer maker. Taught by his father, grandfather, how to make beer and wine. He makes wine for us now. But he was our original head brewer and was our partner. And he didn't want to sign any loans that I think your bank has done a lot of that for us.
I'm not going to comment on that. That's up to you to disclose.
Well, Johnny's a good friend. Johnny Cook.
We love to help out our partners.
Well,
How about that?
You help the community. That's what my dad did, saw that in your father, and did what I'm doing for this veterans thing right now. So it's, you get something you believe in, you drive it hard, and I think he was the top stock salesman in Premier.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Yeah. And then when I was opening up the brewery after Dad died, I had to cash in some of those things because I didn't draw a nickel for 3 years.
3 years. Were you on the road a lot during that time?
Mm-hmm.
That's when
and
you were
building out. We built it out for a year. So growing up in oil company business, I know how to cut concrete, pour concrete, wire, plumb, not legally. Well, that's why we have CL.
Gotcha.
So we have somebody that's got a degree that tells us, yeah, you can do it this way, this way, this way.
To sign the permits and everything.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And they're not having to fix anything you did. You made sure that it was perfect beforehand.
Well, that's why my wife gets mad at me for overdoing the projects we do. She goes, it's fine. I said, it's not fine. I said, we're going to do it right one time because my dad had a shop manager that would halfway do it.
Okay.
I was going to see how you dug yourself out of that.
I was waiting for you to jump in.
Nope.
And we'd have to fix something 9 times.
So what?
And it cost us 3 times as much.
What's your favorite of y'all's beers? Do you have an all-time? Or how about this, a top 3?
Oh, I'd be interested in the top 3.
Oh, you'll be surprised. Most people say Blood Orange, right? But that's not my favorite. This new one right here, this blonde, it is just so easy drinking. Like I said, it's people say it's better than some of the other blondes out. It came out first with a gold, but Mike didn't want to call it a blonde because our friend at Cahaba, I said, everybody's got a blonde, Mike. There's browns, there's reds, there's blondes. Everybody knows what that is. So
you're telling me stuff.
I mean, it's like, and people, we have a good Kolsch, and it was really good, but it don't translate to people. People say, oh, how about a Kolsch? And they say Gesundheit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, that
sounds right.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Right. So, I mean, it's really similar.
Okay.
Beers. I mean, a blonde beer is a good lawnmower beer, just refreshing. I put a little salt in mine, a little lime salt when I'm cramping and stuff. When I've been pressure washing down there last week, it's good. I mean, it's good by itself.
Out. All right. So the blonde,
the Dunkel, that Gary's recipe, it won the silver medal at the Greater.
Still the same. Recipe.
Yeah, Gary. That was his recipe. That was brewed by our other brewer at that time. But we sent beer out to the CBC, the World, conference, and won a silver medal
with that
recipe. Dunkel, wow. And that's Gary's Dunkel recipe.
Awesome.
Which in the brewing world, that's a big deal.
I mean, we were 2 years old.
Yeah,
but Gary had been brewing since 1978. So he brewed it a few times. So he knew the recipe.
Oh, yeah, he knew exactly what to do.
And Gary would always, he'd make something, he goes, I can do this. I said, Gary, don't mess with it. It's perfect.
Just leave it as is.
It must be the family like he is.
I mean, it's all those knobs and everything.
We like to tinker, That's
Yeah, but don't mess with it if it ain't broke.
If
Don't
it's
fix
good,
it.
it's
You
good.
can always.
Just,
That's
but that also, I mean, if you can win a silver medal, do you know how many people were brewing beer?
Yeah.
I mean, that's
not
means
just for
something.
Alabama.
Yeah, that's the whole
nation. I don't think it's the world, but
that's awesome.
That's where our head brewer and assistant brewer is going next week. I think they ship beer out there. You can't ship from Alabama. They had to carry it to Nashville to ship it.
You can't even ship your own out there.
We got in trouble. Well, we didn't.
Weird.
The mailer's place got in trouble for shipping, and
because
then they said if we get caught again, it's $50,000, and we ain't paying for it.
So somebody else got busted for it.
Well,
always use a
because
third
I didn't
party.
carry
Right?
there, and they said, "Is there beer in here?" And they was like, "No."
Don't worry about that
But
sloshing
I
around.
figured out a way to do. I figured out a way to do it so they don't ask it. So I had to do a Cola Guard thing one time, carry it down there, and they said, "Oh, we know what that is. You're good to go." So we'll just get Cola Guard stickers and stick on this thing.
Okay. All right. So that's 2 beers. What's your third?
The Mango Vice.
The Mango Vice.
Yeah, it's good.
I haven't had it.
Oh, it's the Hefeweizen is the base beer for the other 2.
Okay.
So the Hefe, actually, that was one of my favorites before the Mango. You put a lemon on that Hefeweizen, Peace, Love, and Hefeweizen. That's what a lady, older couple, right after we started making that with Steve Sides and Terry Harbin, made us big batch Hefe, big batch Hefe, big batch Hefe. He just wore us out. So saw a little lady, their last name was Dunkel, like the beer. They're from Germany. They said, well, in Germany, we put lemons in our Hefeweizens. And it just wakes it up.
Wow.
I mean, it's 2 different beers.
But you're putting mango in it.
No, well, there's a Mango Vice with mango puree, but the Hefe, which is the Peace, Love, and Hefeweizen with the wild colors, and actually our can designer had a blue Volkswagen on it. And I said, everything's perfect, except Mike drove a chicken scratch green yellow Volkswagen in high school. So they changed it. So that is she knew the exact color I was talking about. She nailed it. So
I love the fact that it all relates back to something that y'all.
That is good.
And then Mike came up with "Life's Too Short to Drink Bad Beer," and there's 4 A's for the 4 owners. So Mike, Brad, Gary, and me.
Okay.
So that's why.
See, I like it. I mean, there is a story
reason
behind
Yeah.
everything.
There's a. What was the thing saying? Mission to Madness or whatever? What?
I don't know that.
You don't know that?
No.
Well, scholar over here, Jacob,
Yeah,
will know.
scholar. Yeah, we've already talked about this. Don't put me on the spot for scholastic needs.
So, okay, you travel around a lot. Do you have a favorite place to go back to?
Savannah's pretty cool. It's hot.
Savannah.
You know, I've never been to Savannah.
Don't
nice.
go in the summer.
Is it that bad?
It is hotter than Blue Blazes down there. I mean, there's you can look it up. There's a stairwell to death. It's called, and it's steps going straight up. And I've got a big Yeti in the back of my Jeep, and that would be full of beer. So you just walk. There's got so many bars and restaurants down there. You just park one spot and just walk. Since then, I've got a little backpack. I just walk back and throw in 3 6-pack in the backpack instead of toting it. Yet I was toting that thing up this thing, and I tore that quad from my kneecap in 18. I don't get around up and down steps very well.
I don't care. You're still carrying a Yeti. That's not.
I did it when I could unlock my brace. My wife said, "You got to go back to work. We ain't making nothing."
Time to get
as soon
back
as I
at
could
it.
unlock my brace when I tore the quad, I started working.
Does your wife go with you?
She does now.
Yeah.
She does the grocery chain, sits in front of computers, does sets. I sat in front of a computer for a long
You don't
time.
wanna do it.
I like to talk to people like, what we're doing right here.
Yeah, but you're good at it. You can go to these places and you can meet
Most
these people.
students talk too much in school, and then what happens to that? You become salespeople.
Don't you throw me into that.
I know you're born with a silver spoon in the
I don't
mouth.
care.
again.
I can't. I'm commending. I'm trying to be nice to you. I can't
Well,
do
since
it.
I got you on my side, I just got to get Michael back on
There
my
are
side
no
now.
sides here. I realized quickly.
If you'll notice, he's the one that's staying out of every bit of it.
There are no
Let me
sides.
flip my cup
Nothing
around
but
for.
landmines.
Yeah, you got to get product placement in there.
There you go.
What kind of salesman are you if you didn't get that right off the bat?
Yeah.
I take back everything I said.
Yeah.
But you are good at it. You go to these things, you're having to sell yourself and your product.
Right.
Because the first thing you got to do is sell yourself where they'll even talk to you.
Right.
Then the product sells itself, but they still got to like you to
And
do it.
having good product makes my job easy. Selling insurance back when you were canceling people,
That does
Not
not,
so
make
much.
it. That's a hard sell.
that's a hard sell, and that's what I told my manager. Says, well, we couldn't write a homeowners for a year and a half, so that cut my pay. And then because you got to sell more automobile and life, I said it's kind of hard to do when you're canceling everybody and their brother's homeowners.
Yeah.
And then
You make everybody mad, then let me try to sell them more products.
I told him,
That's
I
a real
said,
good recipe.
go home after 3 cussings. He goes, what do you mean? I said, well, I canceled this person, Michael, and then I cancel their grandparents. The daughter's going to call me, and even the grandson's going to call me. So I got insurance with you. Why are you doing that to my grandpa?
Yep.
So don't shoot the Indian. I'm not the chief.
But you can't make them happy. At that
I
point.
still got my insurance with them. They're still got good claims and stuff like that. So I've forgiven.
We're not going to
all
say
that.
who.
No. But
If you don't know by now, so what?
but everybody that didn't get non-renewals in about 2012, you'll know.
That's it. Yeah, there's people say, I knew it.
You're driving a lot.
But they said you got to, sell these items. I said, well, it's like going to McDonald's. You get a double cheeseburger, no onions, all your life, and then they come in. They say, well, you can't buy that no more. You got to buy a fillet of fish.
Yeah.
And it's like, he goes, what are you talking about? I said, think about it.
You don't like the fillet of fish?
No.
Yeah, I'm
No.
surprised.
Will you eat the filet of fish?
Yeah, I'm not Catholic, but if I'm with Marcus Clark, he's Catholic. We'll throw down some fillet of fish.
Fillet of fish.
I don't. Does that count?
Yeah,
Yes,
well,
'cause it's just not-
It's kind of like genuine imitation fish too.
Genuine imitation. I'm not. No.
With a pickle and a little tartar
about the-
sauce on it.
What about the
I love tartar
McRib?
sauce.
McRib?
Well, I'll
McRib.
eat
Now
the
that
McRib.
is
Yeah.
mystery meat there.
That is.
Yeah, there is
They
nothing.
make it look like there's ribs in there.
I don't think that they can even publish the nutritional value of the McRib.
Best
There
rib,
is none.
best rib sandwich I ever had was at Sampson and Delilah's outside northeast corner of Legion Field, where we all parked when we were in high school, and we rented a
I
van.
bet that was.
Had kegs but Sampson and Delilah's.
Sampson
It's
and
not there
Delilah's.
anymore, I guarantee you. But Jason Knight, you remember Sampson and Delilah's,
I bet that. It just sounds like it's phenomenal.
right?
Oh.
Oh,
All these places you travel, though, I bet you get some food that is
well, that's what
phenomenal.
people. And I was talking to him this morning. People think I eat 18 times a day. I post maybe 2 pictures a day. And they said, like, why don't you weigh 699 pounds? I said, well, I'm actually 699 and 3/4. 698 and 3/4. So I said, I'm not quite there, but I'm
Keeping
working
it
on
right where you want to be.
in the means,
That's it.
So,
What out of the places you travel, where is the go-to when you get excited knowing you're going somewhere that I get to go back to this place?
well, that was our Labor Day weekend. We had to fix a problem up in Chattanooga, our Crown distributor up there. And I found this little dot. You can pull up an app on our phone to see where our beer's at.
Yeah.
So I see one little dot, green dot, in Cloudland. It's called Cloudland. I was like, I don't know what that is. When I get home, I'll look it up. And they brought 4 cases of that blonde in, the PGA blonde. We can't call it PGA in Georgia because they got Calamity Jane beer PGA rights to it. So the little sticker that says PGA on it is off that can. Liquid's still the same.
Yeah.
So I saw it, and then I knew we were going back up there to work the market Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then so we on the way up Wednesday we stopped in, talked to this nice young lady. It's called Cloudland at the Macklemore. Look it up on YouTube.
Sounds fancy.
I mean, it sounds cool.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. It's sitting up Rising Falls, Georgia, up on Lookout Mountain, 45 minutes from Fort Payne, 45 minutes from Chattanooga. So we go in there to thank Miss Briley Crutchfield. Thanks for bringing in her beer. I'm talking and kind of not letting her. She goes, wait a minute, that was just special for a Crown event. They had a Crown outing, golf outing. So they brought in that beer, but people loved it. That we had some left over. People loved it. And I said, well, here's some other beers. And she goes, we said our food and beverage director, Amir Dekic, he's from Bosnia, says, looking for a beer made specially for this location. And I was like, well, if I had a nickel for every time somebody
wanted that, yeah.
Because you have to buy tanks and all this stuff and blah, blah, blah. But he's in Georgia, so we can kind of do something like that. Alabama, you have to buy a tank and the kegs and all that stuff. So they said, see these berries growing outside this window? They're called American Beauty berries. And I've never heard of them. They're like bright pinkish purple. And I said, okay. I said, so my mind started running. 4:00 Chattanooga time, which is 3:00 this time. Yep. I got up this little thing called AI. I don't pay for the $20 unlimited. I had to send that to my wife's phone. She got the $20 unlimited, and I started designing this can. So I sent this thing. So my wife looked up what you can do with those berries. You can make jams or jellies. I said, okay. And then she goes, you can make, it says it's good for mosquito repellent. I said, well, drink a beer and mosquito repellent? That's good.
2 in 1. Yeah.
But it's the leaves. The leaves you rub on. Exactly. That's what I was like, you sure? So I read it. You put the leaves on the clothes, and Indians would do that to repel mosquitoes.
Okay. I like that.
So, but jellies and jams, but that just don't sound good. And they're on top of a mountain. So I came up with mountain marmalade. Something your grandmother would do.
Yes.
All right. So, and then we're trying to decide on if it's going to be a wit beer. So that's like the Hefeweizen, Mango Weiss, blood. And we're not going to make it tart like the blood orange, but it'll be somewhere in that. Or a blonde. We did a very good strawberry blonde, which is 3A or something, on my scale. 3A, 3B.
It's up there.
Yeah. So it's very good. But so they supposed to came over day before yesterday, but they got a corporate from Hilton come down, but it costs $400 to play golf there, which nothing to, Premier Bank people.
Yeah, nothing because I'm not going to pay it.
Are you members up there yet?
Yeah, that's one of the many that I go to frequently. This is a guy, I don't travel, period, so you ain't got to worry about me doing it.
But so I sent the can design to her at 7:40 in the morning.
Okay.
And then she sent it to Amir Dekic at 8. He says, I love it. I mean, this is AI. I mean, I did a pretty good job. I took the...
John, you're supposed to just tell people you designed it. Just leave out the other,
I'm not that intelligent, even artificially.
He knew that we'd question that. He's got to fill in the backstory.
I've been called dumb my whole life. I'm going to stick with it.
It's worked this far, so why change?
But
I guess that's how you became an Auburn fan.
Oh, wow. Shots fired.
Turn. I'll get back to that in a minute.
Still trying to revisit on that one.
Yeah, I'll finish on that one. So, but so he even sent it to their marketing group. Get this, in New York City.
Okay.
Oh.
They loved it.
Hey, see? There you go.
You did something then.
Yeah.
So
you've got a Bosnian and now New Yorkers that all love your design.
Right. Well,
that's interesting.
AI design. I
You're
just
going
plugged
international.
I'm going to say yours.
We got a can designer that's going to do something better.
Yeah.
But I had to kind of tell her, said, I don't want the whole hotel. I want the kind of what I got.
Yeah.
Kind of in the background instead of every little window and doorknob and all that stuff. She goes, well, I'm not an illustrator, but we're going to work it out. So
So hold on, I may be the dumb one here. So Goat Island designed this beer for this.
We are gonna design it kind of like we did our blood orange. We had different flavors up there and pumped the Hefeweizen, and you score it looked like a snow cone. We have like 8 flavors.
So you can put like a syrup or something.
It's a puree.
A puree. It goes into the beer.
Right.
And so they can kind of claim it as their own.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So on the way back Sunday, we come back through there. Amir wanted to talk to us, and I wanted to talk to Amir. He wasn't there that day.
Yeah.
And we hit it off. And I just said the only way Goat Island and our distributor Crown make any money on this thing is go statewide in Georgia. You're 45 minutes from Chattanooga. We were doing a tasting in Cleveland at Riverstone Package Store Thursday night or Friday night. And we were telling the managers of that place that the owner of this place put $3.5 million into that place. There's like 100 investors.
Okay.
So
wow.
Everybody knows. He said, y'all are making a beer for Cloudland?
Wow.
It's like, I hope so.
That's the plan.
If God helps us, we will. Okay. And that's what it is.
That's cool.
I mean, going the extra mile, I was taught by coaches and my father that you go the extra mile. You know why it's so vacant or so lonely? Because only a few people do it.
Yep.
So that's the lesson for the day, children. Go the extra mile.
We went through that for him too. That's his sermon.
Well worth it.
But that is cool though, that you can transform the base of that beer into what you want.
Right. So we can blend them. So Matthew Schumacher, he had a culinary degree. He taught culinary school at San Diego State. So he is very talented, and he makes beer too. He worked in Seattle at Maritime Pacific for 14 years. Been here since COVID. when they first came, our brewer left us, and Mike says, "What do we do?" I said, "Well, we belong to a National Brewers Guild. Post a job offering." So we had about 7 people, and his resume was just. It was him.
He was the guy.
So we called him up, talked to him. He goes, "I'll take the job." I said, "You're not taking the job yet. We're going to fly you and your wife down here to see if you fit in."
I like it.
Because it won't last if it don't. So when they got here, Seattle's dot of COVID was about red as Crimson Tide.
Or the crushed
crimson velvet, the Adidas shoes.
Yeah.
But so we were like from this far apart. Hey, John and Lisa, Mike and Lisa, Brad and Linda, Gary Ritchie, hi, Crystal, Matthew. And so by the end of the week, right before they were going, Crystal makes these muddled lime margaritas.
Yeah.
So by the end of the night, Gary was up there helping her. He was stirring it with his finger. Whose is this?
So they fit in just well.
Yeah.
That's a good litmus test to see if they're going to fit in or not.
Yeah. So they moved here. His father moved here. So they're from Cocoa Beach, Florida. So we got him a little closer to home because he was the furthest away from Cocoa Beach, Florida, and Seattle that you can be in the continental United States.
How do they fit in so well here if they were in Seattle?
Well, it's kind of like me. I was insurance. Dental company was my family's business. I worked there. I was driving a gas truck when I was 14. I looked old then too. I'm 39, so 63.
The bathroom's right over here if you need it.
Yeah, I'm good. I still got half my Resca. Where were you at?
I don't know.
It's about crushed velvet.
Well, getting back to why I changed to be a Auburn fan. Right?
Oh, good. We're here now.
We've arrived.
Goodness.
We've revisited.
We've revisited.
Not circle back.
That's right.
We don't circle back here. We found that out.
We revisit.
So once again, I had to go to Shelton State down there because you can't get in the day they start. Shelton State now is a very nice school.
Yes.
Very nice.
Yep.
But it was an old Gaylord's closed down building. So you find a Walmart that was closed down, they put a school in there, So I'd go out to restaurants and bars and meet people. And the people would ask you your name. I got that right. I'm a C student. Where are you from? Got that right.
Oh, I'm proud of you for that.
Well,
So far, so good.
And the third one, what fraternity you in? I didn't get that one.
Uh-oh.
So they would turn their nose up and walk away. That didn't happen one time. It happened quite a bit because I was researching for this job later on in life, opening a brewery,
Yeah, it was really beneficial to you.
So my best friend Greg Itson, I grew up in Larkwood with, was at Auburn. So he invited not only Auburn people, Alabama people, come to the Alpha Psi Rodeo. The Alpha Psi fraternity is farmers, country boys, rodeo guys.
Oh yeah.
So a guy I ran track with in Decatur, he was down there. He had a Volkswagen Bug, red one. He popped the hood, put a tent liner down in there. We had long neck buds in there.
Long neck buds.
You remember those?
Oh yeah. Have you ever been to the
Stole
Alpha
those
Psi?
out of your dad's refrigerator, I'm sure.
Well, look, we're not telling secrets here today. Thank you very much. This is about you. This is not about me. Goodness.
I've got a nephew that did that to me, so I'll tell that a little bit too. So
The Alpha Psi Rodeo,
Is it big?
I don't even know if it's called the Alpha Psi anymore.
some corporate sponsor probably got it and paid Alpha Psi for it.
They have a rodeo now, but I don't think it's. But the Alpha Psi used to be. I mean, it was.
Well,
you
this
get
was
there
like
at
80
8:00, and there was.
It's a big deal.
It's an all-day rodeo.
It's on Wire Road. It used to be.
And
Wire
I
Road.
think they moved it now.
I think so.
But and then at the end of the night, they'd have a concert.
Oh, cool. So it's a whole big
Oh,
event.
I mean, it's you get there at 7:00 in the morning, and you don't leave
Till
till.
11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1:30.
Wow.
I mean, it is a day.
And all those
They're
Alabama.
still doing it?
They're still doing it,
doing
but
it.
it's not.
It's
It's,
something
not
different.
what it used to
No,
be.
it's not a good old boy.
It was a rodeo that a bunch of college kids were putting on.
Really?
You didn't
It
buy
was-
beer, you brought beer.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you didn't buy anything there. You were just
You're
there.
bringing it.
So I go to that place.
Yep.
And they ask your name, where you're from. You want a beer? You want to date my sister? I kind of like Auburn.
That's what it
Date my
took.
sister.
Not turn their nose up and walk away. And then Cullman is like that. It's a small town. And then Auburn was more of a small town.
It is not anymore.
So
No.
you felt at home as a community.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the loveliest village on the plains. That's the old nickname for it. So, and I was telling a Georgia Tech, met a Georgia Tech master's student last 2 weeks ago doing the Delta Flight Museum. I told him about the Rec Tech Parade in Auburn. He goes, "What's that?" He goes, "Well, the student body greased the tracks from 150 yards up before the train station and 150 yards that thing. So they slid past when they started braking, they slid past this thing. They had to walk back.
Who's on it?
Football team.
Football team's on
Georgia Tech's football team.
it. Trying to
They
get to the
greased the tracks. That is pretty good, though.
So that's what they have pajama parties at midnight. Maybe back then, I don't know if they still do it because we don't play them anymore. But, they were in our SEC a long time ago.
Were they in the SEC?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Tulane was too.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm older than y'all, remember?
a little bit. But,
But I don't remember
You're not
them
that
being
much
in
older
there.
than him. He's,
no, we're all.
I mean, he's had 2 hip replacements, so.
yeah, and that's. So who's the oldest one in the room?
Hey, I'm new now. I got new joints.
What are we talking about now? Wait a minute. I talked about pot a while ago, and y'all said they couldn't do that. You said 2
No,
joints.
we said wide open.
2 joints.
Joints.
Yeah.
We've gotten censored just about every way that we
Everywhere.
possibly can so far.
You can't
Yeah.
air none of this.
No,
sorry.
for the 5 people that
Well,
will
let
end
me
up
go
seeing
get beer.
this.
We'll just sit and drink beer then. Okay?
That'll eliminate the rest of it. So
I do have a Fresca.
Resca.
Fresca.
See?
Grapefruit
You got to
citrus.
cut that out again.
quit. See,
Wow.
God, you got me thinking about the Alpha Psi. Man, that was fun.
So
I mean,
you're an
that's-
Auburn fan.
No,
Okay. Well, see,
but I
it's
went.
open to anybody.
Yes.
It's open to anybody. That's
No,
good.
I was down there
But
while
did
I
you
was
have
at
fun?
Alabama.
Did you have
Oh my
fun?
gosh, had a ball.
I mean,
Had a ball.
You might have thought Auburn people ain't too bad.
No, I was going to go to Auburn, then somehow ended up going to Alabama. It was
Dad says you're going to Alabama or you're paying for yourself.
it was one of those that I was not mature enough to be anywhere at that point in time. So it was.
Well, when's your birthday?
May.
We'll see September 30th. I was definitely not mature enough.
Yeah.
17.
So you were like me. I did not get to drive. I got my license on the last day of my sophomore year. So you were getting your license.
I drove a gas truck when I was 14.
Yeah, I know. I understand
gas.
that, but
I drove.
You don't even remember getting a license.
Well, my dad.
It was irrelevant.
My dad, or actually Mike Isbell, who's an old friend, hospital, the discount pharmacy, Cullman Discount Pharmacy bought Southside Amico, the station that sat right there. So Mike was just getting started and he didn't have all the capital to do it. So he gave us a 77 Jeep. That was same color as that Jeep sitting out there right now, but it was jacked up, had loud pipes on it.
Oh,
that was my Jeep when I was 14, 15 years old.
Oh, man. Don't you wish you had that thing?
Yeah, that was fun.
Will you drive anything besides Jeep?
Well, I drive a Yukon. I didn't put 3,000 miles on that thing last year because we're on the road all the time. So that's just my spare runabout.
That's when you're around town.
I bought it from Facebook Marketplace. Guy worked for Alabama Power, IT guy, kind of like Michael, just brainiac.
One of those,
yeah.
One of those. I'm just going to stop there.
And
Interesting, pleasant people. Probably
never had it off road. Never. And he had kind of like highway tires on it, And I was like, I just put these new tires on it. Yeah. I was like, I wasn't going to spend $1,000 to get new tires when they got brand new tires on it. When they wear out, I'll jack it up 3 inches. And there's actually a nice gold one sitting down here, which I can't afford right now. I don't know, but it's nice.
For sale?
Down there, the Oasis, where I managed that place for my dad when I was 18.
The Oasis?
Oh, across from Newman's, over the Oasis gas station.
Yeah.
And then... what's Mr. Moore's? It's Jason Moore's dad. Another brain fart.
Shoot.
His name's not Shoot Moore. No,
that's close. What is his name? Oh, that's gonna bother me.
I'll think of it here in a minute. But it's Jason's dad. He brought he cop from Chicago. He brought Chicago dogs to that place, and that was just awesome.
Is the place to be.
Yep.
It's going to bother me. I'm not going to be able to think of anything else till we think of his name.
Well, we'll get it before the end of the day.
It'll pop in.
You're younger than me. A lot younger.
I don't care.
I mean, you're younger than him even.
That's it.
A lot younger than him. Man, you might be close, man. He's old.
See the gray hair? He's sneaking in there.
Coming in.
Yeah.
What do y'all listen to when you're driving around? What's playing?
I do Spotify. America Pandora is kind of my music. I mean, it's not just the group America, is the band.
The band America
from the 70s and stuff. But they play that genre is just really good. And I'll listen to a little Kid Rock and a little countries and stuff like that.
Right. So you're all over the board.
Oh, all over. I mean, y'all's generation, y'all call it dad music, right?
No.
No, we don't.
We're not that much younger than that.
I don't think that's...
We're kindred spirits, put it that way. We're not into that. I don't like how you just tried to lump us into that generation.
Well, y'all are young.
He threw us in there.
What are we?
I think we're X.
Huh?
Gen X.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, if I was born one day later, I'd
Millennial?
be an X.
I hope not. I hate that millennial.
Yeah, I know.
I don't like any of it. That's just...
Yeah, don't even
somewhere in
claim.
between
Lie
X
about
and
your age
millennial.
to get out of that.
I mean, that's one of those, either be younger or older. I just don't...
I'm a boomer. I'm the last of the boomers.
You're the last.
Yeah.
Seem like an Eagles fan. Right? Do you listen to the Eagles?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Philadelphia.
No. No, I'm still on music. I thought you strike me as a...
Eagles, Boston.
Well, we found out that you hate Eagles now, so...
Yeah.
Boston, Sticks.
What top 3 Eagles songs?
Oh, Take It to the Limit.
Take It to the Limit.
Fly Like an Eagle? No, that's
Fly Like an Eagle.
No.
See, I'm ADD.
Steve Miller Band. Right there.
But that's something. I had an 8-track in my 442.
Yeah.
An 8-track, all right.
Y'all don't even know what that is.
Oh, I know what it is. I've seen it. I've held one.
I mean, Stairway to Heaven is so long it would change tracks in the middle of the song.
Really?
Would it really?
Had to change over?
It could click, and then finish. I mean, that's really good.
Wow.
It's better than a reel-to-reel in your car because those things take up so much room.
Kids nowadays don't even know what a CD is, and we're talking about 8-track.
I hear CDs are coming back.
Why?
I don't know. There's some kind of
Nostalgia?
interest in CDs. Yeah.
Like a record?
Well, here's one reason I heard, and I didn't know about this, but apparently Spotify, there's a lot of bands that are re-recording old classics, and they're adding in, not necessarily re-recording, but adding in auto-tune to even some old classics. So the Spotify version might be different than your CD version. Exactly. I don't know.
Why would you? That's part of what makes it good is the not.
I mean, the vinyl, you get little dust part ups and you get a little click.
Get a click.
Yeah.
But like
I've still got a turntable.
Do you really?
Yeah. I've still got my old records.
See, so you've got the original. It could be slightly different than what you're hearing on Spotify. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So I've heard that some
people wearing this kind of shirt would know this.
You know?
I do like that. I do like that shirt.
Yeah.
That shirt. You know.
I don't want to talk
Genuine invitation drum
we
set.
know these kinds of things.
He wants to. He's getting into the synthesizing. I can't even say that word.
You know who invented that, don't you?
What? That?
Sound engineer that his kids beat the drums out. So you put on
the headphones.
Headphones.
And play to your heart's desire.
All you want.
But now I do want to get to your shirt because that's a very nice shirt.
Belks, and then
Belks.
and then you carry it to my Jason White Final Touch. Shout out. He embroidered it on there. I just take him down there. He embroidered $8, and you can have your own shirt. Even some of the golf shirts are nice. They're kind of form fitting. I'm kind of the wrong form
that's
to
what
fit.
I need is form fitting. That's really right up my alley. Is to be form fitting. No, I don't have enough of those shirts yet, but they're coming.
Yeah. I mean,
they're more comfortable.
They are. I mean, the ones I first bought was more airy and dry wicking, and then they quit making them. Mm-hmm. And I think these are Izods.
Have you tried the poncho?
But y'all called them Lacoste.
Right? Never heard of that.
Lacoste.
The alligator.
Yeah, he knows. Yeah. Young guy knows the alligator.
Alligators.
The little green alligator.
Yep, I remember it now. Didn't know it was called that.
Well, it was Izod before Lacoste.
Okay.
So
was it?
Yeah. Yeah, Izod was way back, and I'll show y'all after it's over that me, Mike Mullaney, and Terry Harbin was going frat ratting. We didn't belong, but we were going pledging. So we combed our hair on the side, put her on Izods, and went out to.
You were one of those for a little bit.
Well, and then we pulled a good one. We pulled a good one at the KA house. If you know anything about KAs, they had this big Southern flag hanging on there across their front.
Southern flag.
I don't know if you know.
Might as well hit them all. We're doing it.
Check.
Go for it.
So Todd Hermit's, his dad was a preacher at Lutheran Church over here, and he put on an Auburn hat. He was playing football at Davidson, so he come down to visit us. And so he put on an Auburn hat and said, "Man, you could pull for Pat Dye's son." So that's what we went with.
There you go.
So he bought the cheapest beer at the package store. It was called Schaefer beer.
Schaefer.
Y'all probably even passed up on Schaefer beer.
No, I don't know it.
I mean, Paul's family might have had something to do with it. Paul Schaefer.
Yeah.
But so we went there, and so we went with the Pat Dye son. We didn't even know Pat Dye's son's name. And we just said, "Hey, I'm Pat Dye's son," you know. And he would open it up, and they said, "What kind of beer is that?" People around us. We said, "My parents just got back from Germany, and this is very special beer."
They did not.
I'll trade you one for one of those.
Yeah.
No, it gets better. They had Michelob Golds.
Oh.
This is the grandparents of Michelob Ultra. So you had Gold, Silver, Michelob Light, and then those are gone away, but they had Golds. He goes, "I'll tell you what I do. I give you one of my Schaefers straight from Germany for 3 of those."
You got a 3-for-1 swap?
Well, I was was the broker on the deal, but Todd closed it.
Todd closed it out. Okay.
So y'all got to drink for free all night with your $2.50 12-pack.
And Pat Dye.
Probably case.
Was it a case?
Pat Dye's son.
Do you know his name yet to this day?
No.
Don't need to now, right?
No.
You should try to pull that off nowadays.
Yeah, they're a little more educated. You got these things called phones, smartphones. You can look up and call BS.
A lot of fact checkers out there. I don't
Back
like
in
that.
the day, they couldn't. I mean, it was basically if you said it, it was true until otherwise.
I mean, and that's what I told my kids were nothing like me, and what I learned about you, nothing like you. I said, but I don't know if your dad ever did it. It says, I'm over at so and so's house. I said, well, is Dad there? I said, yeah, he's sitting upstairs. I said, well, go get a picture with him and tell him to shoot me a peace sign and you take a picture.
Yeah,
Got
to get some proof there.
I like that.
So you can use
ways.
How old are your children?
21.
Okay, well.
16, 14, and 10.
All right, 16, 14, 10. You'll make and use that.
Oh, I like that. That's
there
nice.
you go. Take a picture. Send me a photo.
I'll just say, tell them to flash me a peace sign, hold up a number one, change it up every time because they can go get one if it's the same one every time.
See, I don't worry about that because I was always where I said I was.
Yeah, right.
So, shut up, Michael.
There's no way. This guy.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know what y'all are talking about. I don't even understand why that's funny. Y'all should have been saints like me.
I bet. Yeah. What's that like?
What, being perfect?
Yeah. How do you do that?
My sister's like that. So. And I came along 4 years later, and
you just ruined everything.
That's why I went to school early. And that's what every teacher says. You're John Dean Jan's little brother. I said, yes, I am.
I said, no.
Why aren't you like her?
So that's not true. You cannot possibly be Jan's kin at all. No. There's some things.
Did we go over?
No, you're fine. He said, look.
I know you get 2 hours and cut back an hour. I was like 12, 15. Well, that went fast.
He gets real antsy. No matter what.
Well, yeah, that's true. But John, what happened? We were going good.
I just looked down. I said, he's got to get back to work.
No, I was going through my questions. Yeah, I was looking.
He gets on his phone. He doesn't have a whole lot of respect for the guests, like
the kids y'all's age, on their phones all the time.
Again, quit throwing me in that group.
Yeah,
well, you're younger than him.
Yeah,
well, I'm a lot younger than him, so.
Yeah,
I'm wise beyond my years.
How many more questions we got?
How many more?
Yeah,
John's done with you and your questions.
I think we're done with that one. We can roll the music at any time.
Oh yeah. Speaking of that, I was going to say let's play 30 minutes of his special introduction.
It's quality.
Well, so we can move on, and I can only talk 15 minutes, but you get me going.
Yeah,
But I have to come back and revisit things.
We'll revisit some.
We are going to revisit things, but you've got Oktoberfest coming up, which is a big deal for y'all. I mean, y'all are.
It is. We just had Goattoberfest at our brewery last weekend, and so I had to do Brad's job. Brad's on a yacht, 100 and something foot yacht in the bays of Italy right now.
Wow.
What?
Yeah. So his little brother Kelly's a doctor out in Colorado, and they were visiting them, so they had some high polluting friends, right? You know what high polluting is? Not steak, but they got a lot of money, like Mullins.
Okay, all right.
Because that's where I am, is on that 100-foot yacht in the Mediterranean.
And playing golf at the Cloudland.
Yes.
But so they said one couple can only stay on the yacht for 1 week. So Brad, Linda, you want to stay the other week? And he didn't look at the calendar. He just said yes. I would have said the same thing.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
So
I don't see Brad as a yacht guy though.
Me and you could be a yacht guy.
Oh, 100%.
You had a 145 foot yacht.
If somebody said
waitresses and butlers.
Wow.
You could maybe.
I can figure out how to
lower
make it
yourself
work
to that standard.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you grew up with a silver spoon in the mouth.
I knew that was coming. I was just waiting on it to come on.
You set me up.
I know. I thought about it afterwards.
It's like Joe Fisher one time went down to see Michael Jordan play for the Barons, and he walked up to him with a basketball and he goes, I'm done with that. I'm not going to sign basketball. I'm focused on baseball. He goes, I'm not asking you to sign it. I want to see if you can hit the dang thing.
Gosh. That's a way to really set yourself apart.
He didn't get a signature, did he?
No.
He got something to remember him by, I'm sure.
Joe's from Jersey, so, you know.
Yeah, he didn't care one bit.
No,
He didn't mind saying it to him.
No. But
what beers will you take up to Oktoberfest?
there's, the Blood Orange, the Oktoberfest.
You gonna take the blonde?
Oh yeah, blonde's out. Since we changed the recipe on that blonde last June at our brewery, the main one, it's like $60,000 in sales compared to $54,000 sales to Blood Orange. So it's outselling in our brewery.
Really?
Third place is Oktoberfest, and it's only mainly just a certain thing, but we keep it 9 months out of the year. So it's our third best selling beer. So the Oktoberfest, and he made it more like a German Marzen. Not like a Sam Adams. Sam Adams is good, but it's darker. Mm-hmm. And you go to Germany, you drink kind of like the Alpha Psi Rodeo, 7:00 in the morning until wee hours of the morning. You need something lighter, more palatable. So it's delicious. And I think we're going to have the Dunkel. That was when I was the Burgermeister in 2017. That was the official beer of that. And then the Richter's was the official beer because of the history of that too at one time. But the Dunkel, since it was one of my favorites, Terry Harbin, and that was the year they had the Steins, the plastic Steins. Were y'all even old enough to drink in 2017?
Yes.
So they ran out of those Steins in about an hour and a half because you could fill them back up for $5.
$5 refill.
Yeah, I bet they did.
So people would sit those things down, to go talk to somebody.
Somebody steal the stuff.
And there was a black market on there. It's what Terry Harbin was telling me the other day.
Selling Steins. Plastic
Steins because the city wouldn't want glass, but now they have glass.
But say now they have glass, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all sell Steins?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, we got nice black and gold ones, so you can go come buy one there than that one up there.
So y'all have
better price.
You're not
local.
To say.
I didn't say any names.
You've got an event coming up, right?
Yes.
What tell us about that? What's going on?
The Veterans Day. My friend Matt Clark lives in British Virgin Islands. He's a helicopter pilot, former, and not all, but some have PTSD. So Colonel Ken Brown got with Garland Gudger, and they got a fund for that to get the shot for the ganglion shot for the PTSD. Doctor starts with a B. Okay. I'm losing it right now but they give the shots, and they used to fly them to Maryland. So it costs a lot of money to load a veteran on that and go to Maryland. Dr. Nesbitt here in Cullman and this Dr. Barlow, they said we can do it right here in Birmingham. So 50 miles.
Yeah.
So
great.
So what we've done, Natchez Trace is going to play that night. Alabama Credit Union, and Steve Swafford, good friend of mine. He's about to retire. His dad was the teacher for German at Cullman High School back in the day. And I told him I can say "Roll Tide"
if you need to,
if I need to. And so he's paying for the band. That's the big ticket, $1,200. So I've started calling some of the old people of Cullman, so the Oppels. So maybe Hank Oppel was hanging out with my nephew Patrick, stealing beers out of my refrigerator after me and Lisa just got married. And she would get mad at me for drinking all this beer. And I said, I didn't. I don't remember drinking that. See, you were drunk.
That's the wrong thing to
say. So they had a class reunion last weekend while I was at the Delta Flight Museum in Atlanta. And I called Mandy, our taproom manager, who's working. She goes, Will Stallings. I said, he works for Hank, so he'll do it. Big old boy. I mean, you small to this guy. He's a big old boy. So I sent him a picture of Patrick. I said, when he comes up, you tell him, I said, is these your friends you used to hang out in high school? He goes, yeah, all that. So, well, Uncle John's going to buy y'all around because to keep stealing the beer going for one last time.
There you go.
So I went up to Hank that day And I said, all right, Hank, says, I will sign a release if you'll donate to this fund for the veterans. We're feeding them for free. So Veteran Plus One, us non-veterans have to pay for it. All that money goes back to the veterans. Okay. So all day long.
Now, where is this?
Goat Island Brewing. No, the big
original location.
November the 8th. So November 1st, Kent Brown's doing the air show, and so he's going to be the MC. So he's going to start, and he's an Alabama fan like y'all. He goes, well, we got to be done by 2:30. I said, I know. So Wayne Rayburn, that's with Natchez Trace, he says, what date is that? I said, November 8th. He goes, that's my 60th birthday. And he goes, I usually don't play on my birthday, but for veterans, I'll come play.
So they're going to come play.
They're come play. And he goes, I'm an Alabama fan. I said, yes, sir. He said, will you have the Alabama game on? I said, absolutely. So
you got it fixed up now.
And I got him to talk up the other night. And speaking of which, so Jesse Priest, which is y'all's friends, he has this song, 22 a Day. If you want to put that in at the end of this thing.
Oh, we'll have to pay Jesse a lot of money to do that.
He deserves it.
He does.
He wasn't gonna charge us. I said, I can't give away beer. You can't give away your music. He says, I want you and Daniel. Yeah. And he goes, well, how about $200? I said, I'll get it sponsored.
Man. Yeah, they're good guys.
I mean, that's how Jesse is.
Right there.
And I told Jesse last week, I said, you made my closing ratio go to 110%. How did I do that? I said, after I tell my spiel what we're doing, I play that music in front of them in tears.
Mm-hmm.
We got to take care of our veterans.
Absolutely, we do.
It's a powerful song.
And people can donate before.
Yeah, and what it's do, we can't give away beer because ABC law. So Nick and KT, our assistant brewer and our social media girl, they saw something called Beer It Forward. So chalkboard. So you say, I'll give you $14 for the next two beers. I want one. If somebody comes from California or Texas, I'm buying them a beer, so they come, so it's Beer It Forward. That's so awesome. It's like going through McDonald's and you pull up to the window and say, you don't know nothing. Why? Because that person in front of you paid for it. Mm-hmm. So that's what all that money is going to. Is not, the checks are not written out to us. It's written out to VFW. So they'll just pay the tab at the end of the night with all the sponsor money.
Very cool.
So getting back at Hank, he paid $500. So I've been trying to get John, who set our tanks up for free for the first 2 years at our place. Didn't send us a bill.
Wow.
That's what's Cullman's special.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes, I'll match what Hank did. I said, no, you're going to pay $500 and a penny. just to have one up on your nephew.
Yeah. I tell you what, I want to buy 100 rounds.
Wow. There you go.
How about that?
PB? Thank you.
Wow.
I'll get you. I'm meeting Brian Monk, the commander of the VFW, because I'm out of W-9s. So you write the check to VFW 1220 or 2214. I'll give you the W-9 before I get a check. Okay. I'm going to go meet him right now, right after we finish.
That's fine. I'm not worried about that as much as just know that's.
You can do a denomination and we'll.
That's awesome.
We'll do it.
That sounds like a great event, though.
Yes. Man, you're right.
So we're giving away the food. Freddie Day, we're cooking on these Cajun microwaves.
But everybody can come, though.
Yes, anybody.
It's open to everybody to come support the vets.
Shake hands and thank them. I see a man with a veteran hat on. I said, thank you for your service. So,
well, that's something that we all need to thank.
Yes, yeah.
Without them, we don't have we don't have freedom to sit here and do this.
No, we don't.
So there's a lot of places where of course, we might get persecuted for what
they might get us here today for what.
So Jesse, if you charge him a lot for using that, I'll get that sponsored too.
Great guy, though. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So
absolutely.
That's November 8th.
November the 8th. And we're going to start
at Goat Island.
It'll be 11 o'clock start, but then Ken Brown's going to get on stage and then induct the 6 new Cullman County Hall of Fame veterans. So there's a guy named Roy Drinker that's going to be done this year in that.
Wow.
So it's the third year they've done it. So I think he was busy or something, gone showing a pretty popular guy, the oldest Marine living.
Yeah, there's some name recognition there.
I mean, so that's going to be good. So I've already talked to them. He sent me to the recruiting, the Army Marine down there. So they're coming.
Right.
Ken Brown's got like 6 or 7 veteran organizations going to be there. We're going to have Dr. Barlow and my brother-in-law, Bob Smith, that has the Sound Mind Clinic. He wrote me a check for $1,000 for it yesterday.
Wow.
Not me, VFW. So he's going to be up on stage with Dr. Barlow, answer questions. This is what I do. This is what I can do for you. So
good deal. So they can get some answers, and you're going to get them support through the whole process. I like it.
Very cool.
So and then we got Chuck Schaefer coming up from Biloxi from Cullman. He's going to make red beans and rice, white sauce for the chicken. Ooh. We got Smoking Joe's food trucks going to do the sides. And then me and Bradley Brannon, he was one of my clients. I was inspecting his house one time, and these big boxes are sitting there. I said, what are those? He goes, they're Cajun microwaves. I said, tell me more. I like to eat and cook.
Yeah.
He goes, well, you can cook chicken in them. You can cook hogs in them. You know, there's one 30 by 60s huge and 2 30 by 30s. So I called him. I said, I reached out to a place that's down by us that has a big grill, but he kind of dropped the ball and didn't call me back. I won't mention any names. I will not even muddle. But I called another guy that was neighbors with Dean Oil Company that's right up here north, Ingram Farms. So I talked to Bill the other day, and he's going to donate chicken, and then the warehouse discount, Mitchell Grocery, is going to donate food. So
sounds like you got a lot of community involvement here.
Yeah.
That's one. That's the cool part is you start mentioning veterans, the community will come out and support.
Yeah, I mean that's what Ken Brown came so many years ago. That's Mike's uncle through marriage, Brenda, that passed away. Diane is Brenda's sister. But when he came to Cullman, there wasn't even a veteran show, and he went to the courthouse. He went, there's 7,000 veterans in this county. There ain't no recognition going on. So he started it. Mm-hmm. So hats off to Ken.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So he's a true American.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Colonel Ken.
Anybody that'll spend that much time and effort to make sure that the veterans get the recognition that they deserve.
Oh, yeah. And then he was the one that got Garland to come up with a fund from the government for the PTSD
shot. Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah. That's what Matt Clark comes up here during this time of year to get that shot.
Great.
So we got to take care of the people that took care of us.
Absolutely.
Quit fidgeting. You're making me nervous over there.
Am I fidgeting?
Yes.
That's a great way to end this thing. That is a fantastic.
Well,
that is the perfect moment to just
22 a day.
Right out.
A lot of people don't know what 22 a day is. That's how many veterans we lose looking down a barrel of the 44. Mm-hmm. Is how Jesse says it.
Yep. Yeah. Powerful
song. It says reach out to family, reach out to friends, reach out to someone, because we can't do that no more.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I'm sorry.
No,
that's something
it's wrong.
100% it's wrong. I mean, that's just, and you're doing something that gives a lot of veterans hope.
Well, like I said, my dad had a passion for your dad's company.
Yeah.
This is my new passion, and I'm not going to hand it off next year. We're going to go bigger and better.
Keep going.
We're going to have the venue. I've already talked to Joseph and Eddie for the venue over there next year.
Yeah.
And we may have some big, it's a pipe dream.
You got some ideas.
I got some ideas. Right. So maybe
like
KR and Hank Jr.
Wow.
Really?
Wounded Warriors.
That'd be awesome.
So prayer.
That's it.
Prayer.
At the end of the day, that's what answers everything. So.
Yeah. Amen.
You got to come back and see us. I've had a ball.
Yeah, it's been great, John.
I was worried. I said, I'm a C student below his level.
Wow.
No, you're not that low, I promise you.
But I mean, like I said, it released me from being in the insurance business. And that's what I was going to tell one time. I sold cars after I left the oil company. sold insurance. Somebody said, next thing you'll get into politics. I said, I'll never stoop that low. And I open up a brewery and everybody likes me.
There you go.
You know, that says something because when did y'all open?
2015 is the first brew date, but 16 was
When Cullman go wet?
10. That's why we got hit by the tornadoes in 11. That's what the paper said.
Did it really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. I don't remember that.
I said, no, Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Huntsville, all these places got
everywhere
hit.
that got
63
hit.
tornadoes.
Yeah, it was all over the
63
southeast.
tornadoes that one day.
Just in Alabama or all over?
Yeah, just in Alabama.
Yeah.
That I was at that
Yeah,
insurance
it was all
company.
over. Yeah.
I do think it's cool, though, that you've got the support from the community like you've got.
Well, I just went back to the older people and of the community. That was my dad's friends, the Apples. I mean, our dental company was right across the track from Apples up here when it was all in one place. And we bought every stick of pipe from them to put underground, and we piped in tanks and all that stuff. So I know how to do a lot of things besides talk and sell.
Yeah.
So
That's what we're going to get into next time. So thank you. We're going to go sample the blonde real quick.
well, I'll go get a colder one. That one's been sitting there a little while.
It's time.
Yeah. Well,
Thanks a
thank
lot.
you, gentlemen. Thanks for reaching out to me, Michael. And
Absolutely.
I sent you a friend request, and I didn't know why I wasn't a friend
Yeah,
request on it.
what-
I've
why
known you
were-
longer probably than him.
When
and
I saw
we're
that, I
friends
thought,
on, yeah, I was
we're
like,
not
I'm not
friends?
even a friend with him.
Wow. We are now.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you again.
And if
soon.
anybody wants to sponsor this event like Jacob just did, reach out to me. Can I give him my
Go
number?
for it. Yeah.
256-507-0312. And I'll drop you off a W-9 and you'll make the check to the VFW, not to Goat Island Brewing. All you're doing is paying for a beer for somebody that saved your life.
Amen. I
Fantastic.
like it.
Okay.
Good deal. We'll see you next time.
All right. Thank you.
Michael, thanks for all
Music.
that you do.
The music.
The music's rolling.
Let's
Rolled.
hit that
Well, I
stupid
don't hear
button.
it. I don't hear it.
Now you gotta
Yeah.
have the
Yeah, don't
headphones.
you
Pop it.
You
Oh,
gotta-
headphones. So you had to bring up the
See,
headphones.
and that's why
again.
we have no idea what kind of music's playing
Yeah.
right now, so keep that in
It'd be
mind.
different every time. Jacob, thanks for letting me be a part of this. I really appreciate
That's not
you.
what you say. Get your line right.
That's what I said.
No, it's not.
Well, that's what I say this episode.
Thanks for having me.
That's it.
I said, man,
Are
Michael
we
enjoys
still
it.
cutting?
Thanks for
Are we
having me.
still
Oh, we're
rolling?
Still
yeah.
going. Yeah. Sorry.
All right, kids. I threw a wedge in between you, so y'all hug and make up.
Hit the button.
It was hit a long time ago.
So I can swing this out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.